Yeah, that could be a bit awkward at times. Opening period, no scoring. The United States, we've seen them score a lot of goals. We've also seen them in low-scoring games. One common thread has been blocking shots for them.
They've done a terrific job in front of John Gibson the entire tournament. And while they had one chance, the U.S. that hit both goalposts, the Grimaldi shot, any chance it seemed that Sweden had to shoot the puck, the U.S. got in front of it. They blocked an unbelievable amount of shots in the first period. We talked so much about their defense and how mobile they are offensively. Well, mobility helps you defensively as well. And the U.S. gets in front of the Swedish opportunities almost at will in that first period.
Christian Djoos with a minute and a half to go in the Swedish power play. Finds Arvidsson, shoots, Gibson makes the save very quickly on Victor Arvidsson. Now Forsberg drops it down. Venberg tries to center it. And Alexander Venberg, yet another draft-eligible player, sends that in front. Carlson taps it wide. Now it's rattled off the glass and out by Trouba. One side benefit of the Swedes having to insert so many players in to sub in for injuries is that 10 of these Swedes can return next year when the tournament's in Malmo, Sweden. That's an unusually high number of 18 and 17-year-olds. 45 seconds ago, and Jusa with a shot that goes off the leg of JT Miller. And now Jusa shoots again, and Gibson makes the stop on him. Now Sandberg with it. Drops it back, and Hogg with a shot. He nailed that, and Gibson steered it away. Now loose in front, score! Philip Sandberg, power play goal, and the Swedes are ahead 1-0.
There's one of those players that can return for next year. Philip Sandberg, a little guy, just 5'9". He's got a stick like a 2-iron. It's tiny, and it's got a thin little blade on it, but he's a tricky player. The puck bounces around. Jones can't get a handle on it, and Sandberg flips it up over top of John Gibson. Quick release by Sandberg, perfectly placed, and the Swedes with their 12th power play goal in the tournament lead 1-0.
For those of you under 40, a 2-iron is a golf club that people used to carry.
And couldn't hit.
Before the days of hybrids, golfers used to carry this little thing with a 2 on it. No one does anymore. So Sandberg with his second of the tournament. And now the U.S. back at even strength. Barber centers and takes the return pass and shoots off the outside of the pipe. Riley Barber drops that down for Galchenyuk. And Venberg tries to slide it ahead. Vikstrand had it knocked away in a dangerous moment there, but the puck finally comes free. And Venberg is away. Alexander Venberg plays that in deep. The U.S. won the Under-18 World Championship in 2011. Barber comes in and shoots. And Lundstrom, who was the goalie in that game, shuts him down. Gibson was in the other net. In all, 20 players in this game played in that game in the spring of 2011. That was won by the U.S. in overtime. There's a shot partially blocked by Arvidsson. He had that go astray in the game against Russia with the puck stripped off his stick into the net. VZ plays it back for Trouba. Glove down by Miller. JT Miller trying to feed that down to Gostisbehere. The pass is in behind him. Now Goodrow loose behind the Swedish goal. John Goodrow back in front. Trouba fanning at one-timer. He was ready to go and missed it. Now Miller into the corner for Vesey. Banks it back for Trouba. And Trouba fires that through traffic. Goodrow back on it, waits and shoots, and it ramps up off the stick of Bengtsson and out. The Swedes finally managed to bat it out.
That's a tough line to handle, and here's another chance for them.
Vesey works his way and shoots. He fired it wide.
The size of Vesey and JT Miller, along with the skill of Johnny Goodrow, make him a tough line to defend.
Now Miller with the steal, feeds Goodrow in front, that bounced away from him, and Jeremy Boyce Roteval is back to pick it up. Boyce Roteval's father, Ian Boyce, is Canadian, and actually played some games for the Canadian National Men's Program back in '88-'89. Back in Canada, had a full-time national team. Vince Trocheck works in and fires. Lundstrom the save on him. Rebound up high. And Lundstrom's got that as well.
Get another look at the 1-0 goal. Jacob Trouba has the puck jump in the air. He throws it down on the ice, and it bounces off of Seth Jones' foot. The puck ping-pongs around before it's put away by Sandberg, and there's 2 stops here by Lundstrom. Again, an economy of movement by Lundstrom. Very impressive. He makes the first stop. He slides only a couple inches to his right to make the second, and then is able to freeze the puck.
Meantime, offsetting penalties go to Trocheck and Linus Arneson, so it's 4-on-4. And now the Swedes have one too many on. Carlson for the draw against Bardreau, who wins it for Grimaldi. To Seth Jones, in, fires off the arm. It goes of Nicklas Lundstrom. Nicklas Lundstrom, we mentioned, came off the bench to play the shootout for the Swedes against the Swiss. He had not played in the game. Coach Roger Ronberg, we asked him about it, he said, look, he's our best guy in shootouts. And I looked at him after regulation and overtime, he said, I'm ready to go. So he pulled his starter, Joel Lassinatti, and Lundstrom, who had been sitting there for 3 hours, came on and won the shootout.
So there has to be some trust, obviously, between the two, that Ronberg knows that Lundstrom can come in and perform under heat. And he was terrific in the semifinal, and he's been excellent so far here. Look out.
Puck gets by Grimaldi, and racing it now is Elias Lindholm. Lindholm feeds it back to Kohlberg, and that 2-on-1 got stymied. And Seth Jones is back the other way. Lays it in for McCabe. Jake McCabe swings that rink wide. The pass missed Cole Bardreau. Bardreau back with it to Jones. Jones spins in front of Kohlberg. Shoots up in the midsection of Lundstrom, and he's got it.
5th-round draft pick by St. Louis's Nicklas Lundstrom in 2011. Been very, very simple in his movements here in the first 25 minutes of this game. Sweden's done a good job at trying to limit the U.S. chances. They've done, after the first 4 or 5 minutes, they've done a good job checking, but Lundstrom's been excellent.
Mike Riley with a shot, that goes wide. Lundstrom, rather, has appeared in 11 games in the Swedish Elite League for AIK Stockholm. Arvidsson taken down by Connor Murphy, and the referee shakes his head and says, play on. And Mike Riley peels back with it. Riley banks out ahead neatly, and Riley, who's an excellent skater, still going. Lost his stick, though. There's no penalty after it got knocked out of his hand. And Ricard Raquel picks up the loose puck and moves ahead. Riley was waiting for a stick. That allowed Raquel to move in. Bumping with Murphy. Ricard Raquel drops it back. Vikstrand. Long wrist shot. Broke down by Trouba. He almost lost it. Now finds Corrali streaking ahead. Corrali along with Galchenyuk. And the puck loose in the corner for Sean Corrali to Murphy. Connor Murphy's pass goes off a stick and hit Vikstrand in the back. Connor Murphy is the son of longtime NHLer Gord Murphy, who spent 14 years in the NHL, now an assistant coach with the Florida Panthers. And Murphy, another one of those 4 Ohioans. Teams are back to 5-on-5 now. And Tom Nilsson spins back. Finds Linus Arneson, another draft-eligible Swede. There's 4 of them who have got the scouts watching them in this tournament. Now back at the line is Jones for Trouba. Trouba fired that wide of the goal. Goodrow on it. John Goodrow looks down to Carlson. Now at the line, held by Goodrow. He's poke check from behind as Arneson got a stick on him. And now fed through the middle for Carlson. He's got Sandberg with him. Drop pass to Forsberg. Back in front to Carlson, just out of his reach. Carlson feeds down to Forsberg. Forsberg in front. Still with it. Philip Forsberg shoots. And the leg of JT Miller went wide. Jones poking at it. The puck was in the feet of Carlson. He couldn't find it. And Trouba's got Goodrow. Ahead for Vesey. Easy shot goes off the stick of Hogg up into the glass. Now Goodrow trying to pick it out. He falls. And the Swedes are away. Emil Moline. In for Forsberg. Forsberg shoots off the stick of Gostisbehere and wide. Moline. And the pass rolled away. And it's flipped ahead to Lindholm. Tyler Biggs picks it up. Up for Trouba, that pass knocked away by Lindholm. And now Moline drops, and a chance by Kohlberg was blocked by Trouba.
Trouba tried to throw that puck through the middle of the ice. There's no panic needed for the United States. Plenty of time left here. You don't want to give them a freebie, short ice to make it 2-0.
Now Biggs centers it, and Trocheck took a whack at that and put wide. Rocco Grimaldi back with it. Lines there with Benberg. Grimaldi spins and shoots, scores! He got a bad break in the first period, a good break there, and the game is tied.
From an almost impossible angle, Grimaldi, who seemingly shoots the puck from just about anywhere, gets the U.S. on the board. It's been a rough tournament for Rocco Grimaldi. He was made the 13th forward, didn't get one shift earlier in the tournament. He's worked his way back into the lineup, and here from below the bottom of the circle, you see it ramp up the stick of Lundstrom. Here, it's going wide. It actually hits the shaft of his stick, hits Lundstrom, and creeps over the goal line, and Rocco Grimaldi's first of the tournament has pulled the U.S. even.
Grimaldi, a native of Rossmore, California, and it bears repeating that there are 13 different states represented on this Team USA roster, including California, Texas, and Florida. So Grimaldi with his first, and now Nilsson across the line for the Swedes, flips that on goal, and Gibson will hang on. 1-1 the score. Grimaldi's got the monkey off his back.